Hi everyone, Miss Andronica is here, and today we are looking at constructing expressions. So essentially, when we're looking at constructing the expressions from any particular worded or visual problem, the idea is that we want to create like a number sentence essentially to link it with any other mathematical knowledge and then simplify it if possible in the end. Sometimes it's an equation and so we have to solve it, but in this case, we're looking at expressions that we need to simplify, okay? So you're using the information in the questions and any other mathematical knowledge. Let's have a look at the first example. So create an expression to work out the area and perimeter of this rectangle. Okay, let's start with the area first, okay? So we need to think about area very carefully. Area, we know, of a regular rectangle is length times width, base times height. Doesn't matter which letters you use, it's just important that you understand length times width, okay? Just because the length and the width are these types of expressions here doesn't mean that we change what we do. So we still need to say, right, x plus 8, we can use brackets because we know that that's the length. That's representative. It's like substituting that L for this entire expression. And then multiplied by x, take 3. Does this look familiar? Before, when we were multiplying brackets, we know that we can just look at it like this, bracket next to a bracket, because that is the expression to work out the area of this rectangle. If the question simply said, what's the expression? That's the answer there. That's your expression, okay? Obviously, then we can go ahead and simplify it. Calculate it exactly if possible. Otherwise, we leave it as algebra. Okay, so if we continue on, we know that we can go and simplify this. Remember our arches we could use. So x squared, and then we've got x multiplied by -3, so that's -3x. 8 multiplied by x is 8x, and then 8 multiplied by -3 is -24. We bring together any like terms if possible, okay? So this is simplifying that expression. You could absolutely leave it as this, depending on what the question's asking. So create an expression, we already did, and then we are simplifying that. So -3 plus 8, it's going to end up being 5x, and then -24. Okay, so that's taking it all the way. There's an expression simplified without those brackets. Okay, the perimeter, perimeter is all sides added together. So you would end up with x plus 8 plus, because it's all plus, we don't really need to put the brackets, but you can, it's not a problem. X plus 8. You know that there's 2 of them, that's x plus 8 and that's x plus 8, so that's taking those 2 out. And then you've got 2, x take 3, and then x take 3. Okay, so be aware of that. You have to make sure that you include the signs that of course aren't labeled, but you know that are the same because it's obviously a rectangle. So bring all our like terms together. We've got x, 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 x. We've got 4 of them. We've got a +8, that's 16. Subtract 3, so that's going to end up being 10. So there's your perimeter and there's your area of that example. Okay, example number 2, it's a square. So for area, you know that it's side squared. It's a square because these are the same. Okay, so again, we need brackets, 2x squared. So 2x multiplied by itself, okay? And this is just your regular index laws. You know that it's going to be 2 squared. You know that you're going to have x to the power of 2 as well. So you'll end up with 4x squared. Okay, so it's 2 times 2, and then x times x. Looking at perimeter, You could do 2x plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x, or 4 multiplied by 2x. 8x is your perimeter. That's it. Third and final example. This one's a little bit trickier because, as you can see, we want just the area of the white section. So there's that blue section in the middle and the white section around the outside. So that means we need to find the area of the blue section and subtract it from the area of the entire white section, okay? Because we have to remove that little bit of blue area. So I'm going to start with the area of the white section, and I'll just code it like that. I know that I need to do x plus 10 multiplied by x plus 3, okay? Again, I can use my arches, x squared plus 3x, and then we keep going, 10x plus 30, okay? Simplify it straight away so that we don't have all these extra terms to deal with. X squared plus 13x plus 30. Okay, putting those two together. Have a look at the area of the blue section. So we know that it's x minus 5, and these little symbols tell us that all the sides are the same. So we know that we need to take that and square it. How we do this? Again, we can just write this out. It's multiplied by itself, and we use the same method of brackets. Please don't shortcut this and just say, okay, that's x squared and that's 9. Because if you do that, let's have a look at see what will go wrong with that. So you've got x times x, which is x squared, okay? X times negative 3, and then again x times negative 3, and then 2 negatives. So you've got negative 3, positive 9, okay? Bring this together, x squared, you've got negative 6x plus 9, okay? If you just said, oh, well, that's actually just x squared and that's just negative 9, then you would be completely wrong. Even if you got, oh, well, an x squared and positive 9, because, you know, I'm not going to get tricked by the negative 3. It's still wrong. So do not do that unless you've just got one term in the bracket, please. Always make sure you write it out twice. That's super important. All right, we've got the area of the white, we've got the area of the blue. So now we're going to go ahead and get the total area of just that white section, okay? So that means we take this area here, x squared plus 13x plus 30, and we take this area here and subtract it away. So x squared takes 6x plus 9. Okay, so now, like terms, we've got positive x squared, negative x squared, they cancel each other out. We've got positive 13x, negative 6x, so that means we need to do that subtraction, and we've got plus 30 plus 9, so that's 39. So our area of the white subtracting the blue is 7x plus 39. Thanks, guys.